The year is 1996. Seinfeld is one of the most relevant shows on television. The New York Yankees finally broke one of their longest World Series lose streaks. And Bill, I did not have relations with that woman, Clinton, is elected 42nd President of the United States. But I think most importantly, this year, the Nintendo 64 was released. It was the talk of the town. At least I think so. I wasn't born yet. While the lineup of the N64 wasn't amazing as the Super Nintendo, it definitely had some hits throughout the years. Mario, Zelda, Smash, Banjo, GoldenEye. These are just a few examples of the timeless classics on the console. In my opinion though, it's missing an extremely important series, one that has an incredibly dedicated fan base despite infrequent releases. There was actually an N64 entry planned for this series before getting completely canned. Wait, Metroid? No. Wrong video. EarthBound. EarthBound is a game I hold very near and dear to my heart. I might love it just as much as Xenoblade. I love the detailed sprite work, I love the charm infused in every line of dialogue, I love the way the message of love and friendship is conveyed, and I love pretty much every song on the massive OST. My infatuation with EarthBound also extends to the other two games in the series, EarthBound Beginnings and Mother 3. I really appreciate the story and music of EarthBound Beginnings, and Mother 3 in particular is just one of my favorite games of all time. I just can't get enough of these games. But what if I told you there was almost a fourth entry in the series? And I don't mean Mother 4. No, not that Mother 4. This Mother 4. But it's like, it's not Mother 4. That's not Mother 4 either. The joke that I wanted to make is that like I touched upon earlier, Mother 64 was originally planned for the N64 but was cancelled. The development cycle was extremely tumultuous, and honestly I could make an entire video on what a mess they had on their hands, but this is a Xeno series channel. I'm already kinda stretching it with this video topic. It was decided that the game would be released for the N64 disk drive, which, if you don't know, was an add-on meant for the N64 that released only in Japan and was quickly discontinued for being an absolute commercial failure. So yeah, Mother 64 was being made on that. They swapped over to the normal N64, but by the time development had entered its 6th year, Nintendo was gearing up for the GameCube's release. Sadly, with most of the work done, the game was indefinitely shelved. Okay, so Mother 64 is cancelled. Big whoop. In 2003 though, they announced progress had restarted on the project, but it would be moved to the Game Boy Advance. At about this time, MonolithSoft had recently released Xenosaga 1 and was wrapping up work on Baten Kaitos for the GameCube. In 2019, Yatsuyuki Hone, the director of Baten Kaitos, revealed on his Twitter that in the summer of 2003, he had approached Satoru Iwata and Shigesato Itoi with an idea. He wanted to make a Mother game for the GameCube. During his pitch, he showed off these concept screenshots of the game. The aesthetic definitely reminds me of what was later used for Yoshi's Woolly World or Kirby Rainbow Curse. I just love this idea a lot, and I think it would work well with EarthBound's tone quite a bit. The pitch was that Monolith, which at that point was still owned by Namco, alongside Tricrescendo, would work on the game together with Nintendo. This was almost identical to how Baten Kaitos was being developed. In the meeting, it was almost as if Itoi was disinterested with the idea. According to Hone, Itoi seemed flabbergasted. He had an aura of something akin to, "Aw geez." In the end, nothing came of it, but Itoi-san enjoyed the felt-like recreations of 1980s America that I had come up with. A valid theory is that after seeing how poorly Mother 64 went, they were unsure if a 3D game in the series would work out. Personally, I think a huge factor was that Itoi didn't come up with the idea. And I don't mean that in a rude way either. The Mother series is a labor of love that's largely a product of Itoi's mind. Mother 1, 2, and 3 are a part of this saga that he meticulously constructed, and it's possible that EarthBound on the GameCube just didn't line up with his plan. It's the same reason we've never seen an official Mother 4. He's quoted as saying, "Looking back at the Mother series, I feel like I had a reason for making Mother 1 through 3. But now my kid is all grown up. The feeling of, I want a Mother 4 to be released is inside me too. Even if it's not something I need to do. I still feel that way. Still, there isn't someone for me to watch over from afar anymore. If there's a 4th game, I'd want to be the player." I still can't believe we missed out on something this crazy. MonolithSoft working on EarthBound. We can really only imagine what sort of interesting spin they could have put onto the series. What do I think? I bet they would have tried to incorporate giant clay mech combat into EarthBound. When you look at all the facts, it's actually kind of funny that Monolith almost worked on this game. In addition to working on Xenoblade, Monolith is currently well known as an all-star support studio for Nintendo's IPs like Zelda, Splatoon, and Animal Crossing. It's interesting to think that if things had gone a little differently, this could have been the first Nintendo IP they worked on. What do you think would have happened if we had a Monolith EarthBound game? Also, what series do you think they should work on next? Let me know down in the comments. I want to see some wild ideas. Also, before I go, I just wanted to let you all know that I've declared war on this baby nursery rhymes channel here. I am determined to get to 30 million subscribers before then, and I could use your support. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!